are the CIT, so pity us. The kids are brats, the food is hideous. We like to smoke and drink and fool around. We're Nookie Bound, we're North Star CITs. We're the North Star CITs.
Welcome to another episode. It's another one of 3-Minute Critics.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah, you're going to have to watch it now.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Today on 3-Minute Critics, we are going to be reviewing another international film from Netflix.
Yes.
Rated TV-14, and the name of this one is Layla Majnun.
Layla Majnun. Good
It's fun to say.
It is.
Layla Majnun. Majnun is fun to say.
It comes off the
palate?
Palate.
The tongue?
Very well, yeah.
Yes. This one stars Acha Septriasa.
That's pretty good.
Let me start over. This one stars Acha Septriasa. That was very smooth.
Very smooth.
Reza Rahadian. Baim Wong.
And directed by?
Monty Tiwa.
Hopefully those are
My
close.
apologies to anyone whose name I mispronounced.
All of
Eric,
us.
what is this film about?
Well, strap in because there's a lot going on here. Layla,
Strap in.
a writer and scholar,
Strap on.
leaves her hometown in Indonesia to teach in Azerbaijan after giving her consent to an arranged marriage. But while abroad, she falls in love with her student and tour guide, Samir, an admirer of her work, which wreaks havoc on her family and fiance's plans. It ultimately leads Layla to the crossroads that will determine the fate of everyone involved.
Everyone involved.
There's quite a story.
Crossroads.
Big
Major,
story, yeah.
major. Let's discuss this mother.
Let's dig in. We're going to put 3 minutes on the clock. And Tony, your thoughts?
How interesting is it to see a film that's a romantic drama, really, it's not a comedy,
No, it's
that
not.
has absolutely no physical affection like PDAs. You do not see any public displays
Zero.
of affection
None.
in this film,
None.
which is so interesting culturally.
Yes.
I found that fascinating because they still develop this something that I really believed in terms of the relationship between these two characters, in terms of a loving romantic relationship, without showing any
it.
public displays of or private displays of affection of any kind. I thought that was fascinating.
Yeah, like you say, it's a cultural thing. So watching, us living in America, it's very different, to see these different
we're
traditions.
watching everybody's ripping their panties off in the first scene of the American films.
Yeah,
and that
here,
is not happening in this
We
film.
don't have that, and you have such a fantastic story here. I mean,
okay, you felt this way?
I really did.
Yeah.
So I'm going to jump in.
Tell me. No, go ahead.
I feel like, you have everything in this. You
Okay.
have, yes, it is dramatic, but you've got a little bit of comic relief here and there. But there's love. There's
bad guys.
There's tragedy. There's
character arcs.
And there's tons of great character development throughout all of this.
I agree with that.
This is brilliant all the way through, and it's beautiful. And all the time they spend, most of the time they spend in Azerbaijan.
Mostly they're in Azerbaijan. There's a little time in Indonesia. Let me tell you something I wish I saw more of.
What?
First of all, I agree with a lot of what you said. Second of all, I've been struggling with music in films lately, and this one is no different for me. I struggled with it. I wanted to hear... There were elements of the local music at times. And then when they revert to the standard Western music score that's not very good with the repetitive...
It gets I was going to say the word repetitive.
Boring.
Yes, it gets a little bit.
When they played some Javanese music, when they played some Azerbaijani music with the local musicians on the street...
Oh, that was great.
That was the best musical stuff. But then they didn't do enough of that for me, and I was bummed to see that. But
that's
there were
small
some great local elements from both countries that were really excellent. You really felt like you learned a lot culturally about these two places.
Yeah, and you've got it's a lot of this is about arranged marriages and about the push and pull of okay, I'm going to be I'm agreeing to this arranged marriage, but then I fall in love with somebody, but then it's that heartbreak and how much Samir just wants to really go after, and like he's not going to give up.
And he is so devoted, and it's almost a cartoon way, but it still works. Let me just ask you this, without giving anything away.
Yeah.
Did you like the ending or dislike the ending?
I loved it.
I hated the ending.
Yeah, really? Oh, see, now you got to see.
But I really like this film.
Because there's so many layers in here. You are going to be
I didn't hate it, but I was disappointed. I wanted to see something else.
You get pulled in by the very beginning of the film.
You do.
It is heart-wrenching at times.
It's very interesting.
A roller coaster.
And it's a horn of knowledge.
Oh, man, I wish we had...
A cornucopia.
You know what?
of culture. A cornucopia of culture.
Well,
that's some great alliteration.
I wish we had more time on this. I wish we had another 3 minutes.
Which means that Eric is going to start rating this film on a scale of 5 stars, and I will follow. Eric?
Okay. Boy, there's...
We had a lot more to talk about in this film.
We did, and I
minutes.
think that means really, I could not recommend this more highly. This is a beautifully shot film, fantastic acting, great casting, great character arcs. The story just takes you all over the place.
Over the place.
It pulls on your heartstrings. It gives you some background into some cultural...
a lot of very interesting cultural elements.
And I can't say enough good things, and I don't have time to get into little details about it, but I love this. 4.5
Wow!
out of 5 stars. I was just blown away by this film.
Wow, 4.5 freaking stars!
Yeah.
All right.
Very close to the top.
Do I get to go?
Yeah, please.
Okay, here's my opinion.
Yes.
Also very good. I agree completely with Eric about the uniqueness of this film. I liked the sort of fairy tale quality of the story.
Yes.
I felt like that was really cool. And it's based on folklorish fairy tale story.
It follows that story very closely.
And they even name the characters, or at least Layla, after a story that's within the story.
They do.
And that's very interesting to me, and I like that. I do wish there were more elements from the local cultures. I wanted to see some more Javanese puppetry. That stuff is beautiful.
Oh, that would have been great.
And they set it up at the beginning to give you more, and they don't. And I wanted more
move back to her dad and tie that in a little bit.
because that stuff is great, and they didn't really give it to us.
That would have been nice.
So there are a few things that fell short for me, and for me, the ending, it did disappoint me, but that has to do more with my sensibilities,
taste, yeah.
and my taste. So it'd be interesting to see what you all think of it. But for me, it was a 4-star film.
Even with an ending that you didn't like, 4 stars, that's strong.
It was very interesting.
Yeah,
it was a very interesting film.
This is like I think we both would agree.
Yeah.
A must see.
Oh yeah, check this out for sure.
Yeah, jump
see what
into
you
this.
think.
Wow, I wish we had more time to unpack more in this one.
We gotta unpack some other shit.
Yeah, so that's it for this episode, but thank you so much for watching.
Yeah,
We'd love for you to share your comments.
Share them.
Like our videos.
Like them.
Subscribe down below for more lovely films. But until next time.
Next time.
I
just repeat everything
yeah, just
you
keep
say.
doing that.
I feel like I don't have my own identity
he's
anymore.
a puppet. I just put my hand up here. Okay, here we go.
I am the Javanese theater puppet.
I'm going to now puppetize Tony. And we are the 3-Minute Critics.
Quint?
Quint.
Not Clint. Quint.
Eastwood. Clint.
Quint.
Clint Howard.
Quint?
Quince.
Is it Quint?
It's Quint.
No, it's Quint.
Quint. Yeah.
Quint.
Quint. Yes, Quint.
Quinn?
Quint. No, it's Quint.
Quint.
Yeah.